How's it going, friends? I woke up this morning to do the intro video so that you guys can join me here on Pixelmon. And wouldn't you know it, I find a shiny oddish right before videoing. Stay tuned on how to join me. Good luck, guys. How's it going, friends? I know installing and figuring out all the mods for Minecraft can be very tedious, so I'm going to actually make this video as short and sweet as possible. Let's jump right into it. So your first step here is going to actually be purchasing the Minecraft game. If you don't already have it installed, I will have the link in the description below. Any PC version will work for this. I'm not absolutely certain on mobile or PS4, Xbox, things of those natures. If you want to let me know in the comments if other platforms work, that would be great. Let's move on to step 2. For step number 2 here, you have to have something installed called Forge in order to get on the server. The specific version of Forge that you need is right here, MC 1.10.2, and the button you're going to click on this screen is specifically this little box that says installer. You can try the others, but it's going to fail. So once you click on this, it's going to prompt you probably for an ad depending on your browser setup, and there's going to be a red skip button in the top right. So let's go ahead and click this. Simply click this little guy right here. After clicking skip, you're going to get something similar to this message. You're going to go ahead and click the keep button. The next window you'll see will be this tiny little window here, and you will see that install client is already checked, and you're going to get a tiny little add-on, whatever this is called. I would leave the path right here exactly what it is because it's going to install it into the Minecraft game itself, and then you're going to click OK. Okay guys, after you have Forge completely done, the next step is to go to this link here, which I will leave in the description, and download the actual Pixelmon.jar file. Once you click download here, the big green button, you're going to want to drag and drop it to your desktop, and then I'm going to show you which file to actually put it in so that Minecraft will recognize it. Now that you have the Pixelmon.jar server saved to your desktop, you're going to click Start, go to Search, we're going to type in %, APPDATA, %, press Enter, and you'll notice a .minecraft file here. We're going to double click that. And you may or may not already have a mods folder. If you do not see one, simply right click, New, Folder, and just title it mods. Doesn't have to be caps or anything. Once you have it, you're going to double click mods, and you're going to drag and drop your Pixelmon.jar server from your desktop into this folder. Notice I have mine here and what version it is, and if we compare it to the .jar that we just downloaded, it's exactly the same version. Once you have this in here, I usually click refresh to make sure it's actually going to stay, and then we are going to exit out of this file. Okay guys, now that you have Forge and Pixelmon both installed, you're now going to click on the game. We're going to launch. Notice I have a little up arrow here. This is what you want to be clicking. However, if you don't have one, you can click on Launch Options, and you will click Add New. And then right here in the version drop-down box, you're going to click this, scroll down most likely all the way to the bottom, and then find the Forge version that we recently installed. You would go ahead and click on that. You can name it whatever you like. You can just name it McProseph's server if you want to. I already have it, so I'm not going to add a new one. And then you go back to News. Make sure you select specifically that one. It has to be 1.10.2 Forge and the rest of these numbers. Notice I have a 1.10.2 here, but it doesn't say Forge or the rest of that information. If it doesn't say specifically this, you're clicking the wrong one. So we're going to go ahead and click that one, and then click play. If you installed it correctly, you should start seeing something similar to this. You'll start seeing Pixelmon is installing Phase 1, Phase 2. Depending on your internet speed, the very first time that you start this could take upwards of 10-15 minutes. I know mine was pretty slow the very first time, but after the first time, as you can see here, it takes less than 30 seconds. So as we can see in the bottom left corner, we now have Minecraft 1.10.2, and it also shows our Forge version, so we should be good to go. We're going to go ahead and click multiplayer. Now I have my World of Pixelmon ready to go right here, but you need one additional piece of information. Let's go ahead and grab the server information. Let's go ahead and click on Add Server. Okay, so after clicking Add Server, we are going to go ahead and give the server a name. You can name it whatever you like. I'm going to just name it McProseph's YouTube Example. You can name it anything you like. For server address, obviously you can see here, we're going to type that in exactly how it looks. Okay, and if we type that in perfectly, we're going to now click Done, and we should see it here. If you don't have the green bars here showing that it's connected, it's probably not done correctly, so you want to check your typos. And let's go ahead and double click. And this is the moment of truth. Your first login, again, may take a minute or two, depending on your computer speed, but we should be just fine after the first login. The very first login has to load quite a few chunks and things, so it can be a little slow. So now we're in the game. I heard a Caterpie. Here's a trainer, and everything is good to go. The only last step remaining is for me to actually allow you to break blocks like this and capture Pokemon. Let's talk about that. Okay guys, so the final step is actually the easiest one, and it is simple as coming to the video that you're currently watching and going to the comment section below. Looks like Mr. Smiley here left his Minecraft username like this. This will allow me to take his username, go to the server, and whitelist this player so that he can play. If you do not put your username in the comments, I'm just going to assume that it's a random person joining the server, potential griefer, and you won't be whitelisted. So if I don't see your name below, make sure it's typed correctly so we can get you all hooked up and ready to go. I will check the comments here every day, and I will add players as we go along. That pretty much wraps up the video, guys. I look forward to seeing you guys in the server. Keep in mind that when you install everything and launch the program the very first time, don't be surprised if it fails maybe once or twice. It's going to happen. The very first download is a little long, so if something goes haywire, definitely let me know in the comments. Send me a screenshot of the errors you're seeing or whatever, and I'll help you guys out. But I look forward to seeing you guys on the server, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the live stream so we can continue to catch them all. Best of luck, guys. Stay safe.